there, sweet friends. Welcome back. I hope you are all well. We're going to work on some folios today with envelopes, and we're going to create the envelopes ourselves. And so this is going to give us a beautiful 2-pocket folio with a center page, and then we're going to have beautiful folded inserts for these as well. We're going to use some single-sided paper along with some printables from my shop that coordinate. I think this is very versatile. You could really use this project for just about any occasion with just about any collection. So if that sounds good to you, then stick around and we will make it together. In previous tutorials, we have utilized ready-made envelopes, but today we're going to take our single-sided paper and create our own, and that will give us the opportunity to decide exactly what size we want. And I have picked a size here on my envelope punch board, and I'm just going to point to it because you won't be able to see the numbers, and honestly I had trouble seeing these as well. But I want to make an envelope that will fit a 5 by 5 card, and so this is instructing me to cut my paper to be 8 and an 1/8 square and then score it on 4 and an 1/8. So let's go ahead and do that. I'm just going to demonstrate with this piece of white paper. It's just a little bit easier to see the lines. And so I am going to punch this one, and then when we work on our finished projects, we'll be using that pattern paper. So like it said, I want to position this so it's at 4 and an 1/8. I'll punch it and then score it. And then I'll repeat that process until we get all the way around. So let's go ahead and fold this up. And one thing I want to note as we work along here is that I'm going to pick my single-sided papers that's just a little bit thicker, a better quality, because I don't want that core to crack when it's folded. So let's go ahead and just fold this all the way around. Now, another couple of things that I want to mention before we get started with the pattern paper is this envelope is now going to be 5 1/4 by 5 1/8, and it's important to keep the longer measurement going for the height for both of them so that they will match up correctly. And then also you want to take note that when these are adhered, you're going to have a pocket on the right side and a pocket on the left side, and that matters when you fold up these flaps so that all of the items that you put inside will stay when you have your folio folded up. So let's work on that pattern paper. I am just picking this beautiful pink floral. This is not a directional pattern, so when all of those funny edges get folded up, I'm not going to have anything that is obviously sideways, and that is important for this because that is going to be your pocket when it's folded. And you can see here that I have added this little post-it note telling me where my higher measurement will be for the height, and then also that this is going to be my left hand pocket. So I did cut my paper and follow the steps that I did with that white cardstock, and now we're going to just assemble this. This is so fast and really easy. The first thing I did was put some double-sided tape on what will be the top flap. I'm just going to fold that down, and this is not only going to add a little bit of extra thickness and sturdiness, but it gives us that nice finished edge along the score line. So what you want to do is finish the back before you fold up the other sides. And so I've picked a complementary pattern here, and this is going to measure 5 1/8 by 5. That way it will not only close in that pattern paper, but it'll give us a nice smooth finish on the inside for those inserts that we want to add. So having that done first means now we can fold up our pockets. And so I'm just going to fold in the edge first, and then I'll go to the bottom. And you can see that there is a slight difference here above where the line here is. And so I'm not going to worry about that. If you want to take a ruler and make a line and cut that off, you can, but I'm just not going to be bothered with it because I think it looks fine just as it is. And so I'm going to use my 2 glue combo for this. And I've got that double-sided adhesive, put a little bit of Tombow here, and then press that down. Your double-sided tape will hold that in place while the glue sets up. And now you can see that we have this page done with our pocket, and this is going to go on the left. So I'll just remove that note now and bring in the other piece that I have prepared. And so we're going to join these together and then sandwich that into the page that we have for the middle. So let's just go ahead and get these stacked up. I've got my double-sided tape on there already, and I did pull that backing. So let's just get these stacked up. And join those flaps together. So they will be essentially right on the inside, and that's what we're going to use to hold in our middle page. And so I have this pattern cut. It is a very similar color palette, but the scale is quite different, and so this is going to be a nice layering pattern. I have this cut to be 5 1/4 high by 8 wide and scored at 4. So that center page is going to be just a little bit narrower, and I think that adds a nice little bit of extra detail. So once again, we're back with our 2 glue combo. I'll just lay that right up against our score line there, keeping it straight and even. And then I'll lay that piece in the middle down onto it. So next I just want to pull the backing from this side, add my glue, and then fold it over so that we'll sandwich that flap on the inside. Okay, so now we have the base all set. We've got that center page and then 2 pockets on the outside. Let's go ahead and add a little bit of trim just to tie this securely. So I'll add a little bit of my double-sided tape. I picked a pretty pink plaid to go with this pattern. I think you could really utilize any theme for this particular folio. A holiday or birthday or any theme really would look nice. So that's in place now, and I want to add my die cut doily to this, and that's going to kind of give it a lot of detail and texture and help to break up that busy paper pattern in the back. So I'm just going to use my Tombow once again to get this adhered. And that will also help to hold that trim in place. And so because I'm just using my Tombow, I will give it a bit for that glue to set up. For this folio, I am picking some printables from my shop. This is the Vintage Sewing Printable, and it already has a nice frame border, so I'm not going to be concerned about adding cardstock as a border, but I did add some cardstock to the back a 110-pound cardstock so that it will be very sturdy. And then I did pop that up on a spacer. And so I'm just going to add this to my doily here. And you can see how well those colors coordinate. And before I get going on the rest of the embellishments that I want to add to the cover, let's go ahead and put some inserts. And while I was working along, I did have offcuts that were going to work perfectly to tuck into those pockets. And these are folded as well. So there's going to be plenty of room for pictures and journaling on the inside. And I'm just going to kind of mix and match. I had more of that pink, so I'm going to add one for each of those pockets. And then one of this has the lined print, and then one has the smaller print. I'm also going to incorporate more of those printable images, and I just printed that in the size it was designed, so it was going to be a perfect detail for the top of these folded inserts. And so this one is going to be 5 high by 8 wide and scored at 4. I didn't finish the inside because there will be plenty of room for your journaling here and some pictures. So that one will go on this side. You see how easily that tucked right in there. And then this one is going to be just the scrap that was left over. So it's just shy of 4, but whatever you have left over, I would use that as an insert so that you are getting a frugal use from your patterns. And so you see how nice that looks in there. And then these are just some additional images, and they can go on this side. So let's put that here. There's a little bit of extra room in these pockets, some flat keepsakes or mementos, so make sure not to overload that because we didn't add extra space to our spine. And so this is just meant to be a quick and easy folio. Let's fold that up, and you can see how nice and sturdy that's going to be. And because we use envelopes, we have beautiful finished edges all the way around. Now I did create a flower arrangement here just to kind of fill in this corner, and it's just a couple layers of die cut foliage, netting, loopy twine bows, and more of that pretty plaid ribbon. So let's add that with hot glue. Just putting that right down into the corner. You can come back and fluff up these flowers once you've got them securely in place. This gives it a little bit more dimension. And then I did pick a beautiful metal charm of some vintage inspired scissors. So I'll add that with some hot glue on string. I clip the excess string off, and now I'm just going to top that with a pretty button. Tie this up now, and then you can clip off the excess trim if you need to, and make sure you do that at an angle so it won't fray. And then I'll finish this with a couple of these sequins, and I like to put one on the raised section and 2 on the base, and I will add those with my Tombow once again. And because that was so fast and fun to create, I did make another one off camera. For this version, I'm choosing the Cozy Cups and Books Printable, and I think it goes really well with a soft, kind of neutral gray palette. I also switched out my ribbon here for a gray plaid, but I'm still going to have the same great pockets here with folded inserts for each side. And this cat right here reminds me a little bit of my cat Lily. And so I've got 2 more over here, and that will be such a sweet way to capture pictures and memories. So if you enjoyed this tutorial, make sure to comment, like, and subscribe. Check in the description for links. And as always, I'm wishing you a happy and productive day. And I thank you so much for watching. Bye.